Hi guys, can you all hear me? Just a second while we get started here. Okay, great. Thanks everyone for joining us. The reason we're having this post-launch community AMA is in case any questions have arisen since our launch. So we're just over 5 days now since the token's gone live. So I'm sure there's a lot of questions on the community side of things, and I'm happy to address any of those. We're going to try and keep it general and related to the project if possible, and not so much in terms of timelines. We usually keep our announcements scheduled in advance. So when we are going to announce something, we will give you guys the exact time and date when we're ready, but we can't give exact timelines for all things. So we would ask that we can keep it a bit general with that, but otherwise, I'm happy to answer anything about the project and our plans for the future and how we view the launch and everything like that. So you guys can feel free to start putting some questions into the chat, and I'll do my best to answer. I think there might be a slight delay, so we might take the questions on Telegram next time, but for now we're going to use the YouTube chat. Great, so yeah, so hi Shadow Wolf. The reason why 90% of VDR is in one wallet is because that is the wallet we use to issue the smart contract. So that's where all of the tokens were initially minted and kept. As we start putting them into the various pools that you can see in our tokenomics document, you'll start to see those tokens become locked up in various vesting contracts. So that includes the staking pool that we're coming out with shortly. That includes the creator tokens and all other kinds of pools that you see on the tokenomics. Those are going to be put in their own separate wallets with vesting as per the document that we have on our website. Can I talk a bit more about the platform? Sure. So the platform that we have coming out this quarter is going to include live tips and donations through broadcasts such as this. So you guys will be able to go on the Vodra platform. If I were a streamer, you would be able to send me a live tip and donation through VDR, our currency, and then you would be able to send a message, perhaps something else of that nature, and then I would be able to respond, much like we see right now on Twitch Bits. Then in the future coming forward, we're going to have the kind of Kickstarter-esque project voting and crowdfunding, where a content creator is going to be able to put two different projects that they want to embark on. So let's say they're a travel blogger and they want to say maybe go to Greece or to Italy. They could say, where would you like me to go and vlog my next trip? You could then vote on that project using VDR. And at that point, you would be able to fund the winning project, and then the losing project would have the VDR tokens sent back to their users. Lastly, we have a monthly pledges and reward system. So that's going to allow users to subscribe on a monthly basis to content creators for various rewards such as NFTs, exclusive content, or even IRL experiences. So that's going to be the last iteration of the platform, and that's going to be added near the middle of next year. What do you think will attract a lot of capital at the start of the project? So in terms of capital, we actually just closed our seed round right now. So after that point, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing an OTC probably at that point. But right now we're just focused on the pre-seed round and building the initial platform as promised. We have an article out actually that you can see in our Telegram announcement channel where you can find the recent raise that we did and our various partners. That's also on our one-page introduction that you can see as well there. Hi, Showerwolf. So a streamer would not stream on Vodra. They would actually stream on YouTube like here, or they would stream on Twitch. Then they would be able to integrate through the broadcast software to use Vodra's donation features. So we're not trying to move audiences off of the existing platforms because that's quite a Herculean task. What we're trying to do is simply provide a better toolbox for them to monetize their audience. So we're going to work with Twitch creators like we have right now and our various pre-launch creators who are already very well established on the existing social media platforms. And then we're going to be giving them our tools so that they can better monetize themselves with zero fees. So we're not directly competing with the social media platforms in that respect. How will stacking work? If you're asking about staking, firstly, we're coming out with that very soon. And the first pool will be LP staking. So you'll have to stake VDR tokens in Ethereum into the liquidity pool, which is going to help create liquidity and will be beneficial for the token. And you'll also receive a reward for that. So much like starting your own Uniswap pool, it's going to function much like that. We're working with a partner right now who will be announced shortly, and we're going to have a white label solution. So staking is going to be put directly on the Vodra platform. So you're going to be able to stake your tokens on the platform. You're going to be able to swap for VR tokens using the Rubik widget that we're coming out with soon. So we're looking to have the whole ecosystem exist on the same platform. We don't anticipate much of a backlash from the existing social media platforms because, if anything, we're helping them in a place where we think that there's been a lack of support on their end. We think monetization is a huge aspect of a creator's existence. They need to be compensated for their work. So they're currently, a lot of them aren't able to do that. And I think by offering them a chance to receive fair compensation and continue collaborating with these platforms, we're only serving as a benefit. Having more creators who are fairly compensated could devote more of their time to creating great content online. That's only a positive for both the platforms who want to have that user base and for the creators themselves who want to be compensated. So for the new exchange listing, we do have a exchange listing planned for this month. So we're just working out the details right now with that exchange, who we're not announcing quite yet. But once that's solidified, we will be releasing it, but you can expect that this month. So for launching the platform with influencers, what we're going to be doing is working with our pre-launch creators right now, who we have, and we're going to be onboarding them to the platform. So right now it's in a beta state, so we're going to be not showing it right now, but we are showing it to our pre-launch creators who are going to be able to make accounts. They're going to start being able to use the functionality, and then ultimately this quarter they're going to be able to start soliciting donations from their audiences. So that will be the first use of the Vodra platform, is coming this month, late this month or early December. For the raise, we're not really putting too many resources into that right now. We just completed our pre-seed round, which is good enough for the initial platform. So we're not really looking into fundraising right now. We're more so focused on the token side of things. So that includes staking, that includes development of the platform, and that includes new exchange listings are the priority right now. If we do have a further funding goal, we'll end up embarking on that, but we're not putting too much thought into it at the moment. Yes, you'll see the VDR platform very soon. You can expect to have your eyes on it this quarter. Yeah, so currently right now you have to purchase VDR to use the features on the platform, and that's how we can enable them to be zero fee. So as long as a user holds VDR, they're going to be able to use all of the platform features, which includes the live donations, the crowdfunding, and the monthly subscriptions and rewards. So our pre-launch creators, we have a really varied group of them. They consist of Twitch streamers, YouTubers, TikTokers, and Instagrammers, all from various backgrounds. So we have those in esports, we have financial influencers, and we also have athletes, musicians, all kinds. We have announced a few of them on our Instagram so far. So for anyone curious, you can go and check out a few of them there. And then as we start giving a glimpse into the platform, we're going to have more information on the particular streamers and how they're actually going to make use of the tools in the platform. Why should I trust you not to dump 94% of the company wallet? Right now, we have to put those into the various pools. So that's just how tokens are created. Unless we programmed into the smart contract to have the various vesting pools set up, that this is the way it has to be done. So we already currently have investors who have invested in the project who are in vesting pools right now. So that can be checked on Etherscan. And then the same thing is going to happen with the staking and with the reserve and all of those various pools. So they just need to be set up, but that's taking place on our part right now. We have a number of agreements with obviously all of our investors and of course the exchanges and the various partners we have So we're very obligated to them and of course to the community to put the exact amount of tokens in the right pools. And we've been doing that so far. So we would encourage you to keep track on Etherscan if you have any concerns. For the APY with staking, that will come with the announcement. So the LP pool staking will have its own own APY based on participation, and same with the naked VDR staking that we might instate afterwards. So you'll have to keep an eye out for the announcement, but that's coming very shortly. So you'll have an answer to that soon. So how many influencers will use the platform? Right now, we have over 120 million in combined audience across our pre-launch creators. So we have quite a number of creators who are going to be using the platform just to start. And then obviously it's our goal to expand and become a useful utility for every content creator. So we offer that through the audience size redemption that is mentioned in our white paper. So when a creator joins the platform, they're going to receive a share of tokens based on their audience size. And that's how we try to attract the creators. So once they create an account, they redeem at the given rate and they receive a share of VDR tokens for joining the platform, and then they then have to use the platform to unlock those tokens. So you can think of it kind of as a bonus pool for the creators, which is really going to incentivize stickiness and onboarding for the users. So benefits for holders that we're looking into, of course, using all the various features. So that will include access to various monthly rewards, NFTs, and interactions with the creators themselves. But we're also looking into various fee redistributions and structures for the holders so that the utility can also involve receiving a share of VDR back. So if we have a bridge fee, for example, that could be redistributed to the holders proportionally. We can also look into governance and things like that. We're just actually having that in the works right now, so you can expect a very detailed update to the token economics document that we have that's going to explain all of the different benefits that there will be for holders. So no, we don't put any resources into trying to value the token or projecting or forecasting what the token will be worth. All we can do is put our best foot forward and create the best platform possible. And once that's done, obviously the token will appreciate accordingly. But no, we can't give any recommendations, financial advice, or projections, anything of that nature. Highness, why did we choose Ethereum instead of Binance? So the reason we chose Ethereum is because obviously it's the second most adopted cryptocurrency, and also in terms of network, there's a lot of security, there's a lot of development help, and there's a lot of stability that we think is a long-term benefit to the project. So obviously right now the high Ethereum fees are a concern, but if anything, that's a testament to how widely used the network is, which is a good problem to have from our perspective. But we are looking to instate a Polygon/Matic layer 2, which is going to greatly reduce fees. The average Polygon transaction is a fraction of a cent, so the fees will become negligible at a certain time once we instate that. So we're looking for the first quarter of next year to have a Polygon layer 2. So the Twitch integration will function very similar to how you are used to donating on Twitch. So yeah, you would go on Streamlabs and you would pull up the creator page, you would put in a donation, and then after that point, you would be able to send a donation, and then that would propagate onto the live stream with a message of your choosing. We're going to have the exact same functionality, except as opposed to going to a singular donation page, you're going to be brought to the creator's main profile page where you can see all of their links, you can see all of their ongoing projects, recently minted NFTs, things of that nature. So it's going to be a hub for the creator. You can kind of think of it as a mix of a link tree with the Streamlabs page. So you're going to have a lot more information at your disposal, and you're going to be able to subscribe in a way that you decide. So you can send a one-time donation, or maybe you want to subscribe monthly. That can also be propagated, or perhaps you vote in a recent Kickstarter event that they have, or a crowdfunding event. You're going to be able to have that pop up on the live stream as well. Yeah, Binance, the exchange itself, I believe they were asking about the blockchain, the Binance Smart Chain. But for listings, Binance is, of course, the most used cryptocurrency exchange. So it's a bit lofty at this time for the project, and it requires a lot of resources in terms of initial costs and also liquidity. So we're just looking to work with exchanges that can help grow our project, and we obviously intend to be on all major exchanges at one point, but Binance is not necessarily on our roadmap for now. I believe I might be having some connection issues, unfortunately. Just a second. Okay, I'm going to try again. So how to ensure that the token does not inflate via lockups and streamer giveaways. So there's a very deliberate reason why we set up the emissions the way we did. So you can find that in our token metrics document. So you'll see exactly how many tokens are being emitted per month. And that's actually in line with our development goals. So from our planning and our perspective, we believe that the amount of tokens we're emitting are going to be released at a good time in conjunction with our platform updates and releases, so that we have the usership and the interest to keep the token from inflating, like you said. So we have a rather long emission schedule of 4 years, with most of the platform being developed in the next 2 quarters. So we think that's a very conservative emissions rate that we have, and that's not a concern right now for us. Why don't we have any conferences inviting our community and partnerships? If you're referring to the pre-launch creators, we are going to have them start doing their own streaming. Most of our pre-launch creators are live streamers actually on Twitch and YouTube. So you can anticipate a lot of content on their end directed towards their own audiences that are going to involve how to donate to them and things of that nature. But right now, I of course am just handling the token side of things. So that's kind of what questions we're addressing right now. What marketing is planned and when? So we actually have quite a few marketing initiatives in the works right now. So we're working with Transform PR, which is our PR partner. So they help us with media and getting the word out there. We also have a lot of marketing initiatives planned with our pre-launch creators just in time with the platform launch. So that's going to be something that is coming out soon. As most of you might know, directly marketing a crypto project is prohibited on a lot of platforms lately. So we do have to be careful when it comes to that. As we are a cryptocurrency project, unfortunately, there is a bit of lack of cooperation with a lot of advertisers, but we are working on our own initiatives and community outreach, and I think we've grown quite significantly in the time since we've launched. So we're going to continue working on that. All right. Will Twitch allow this? Absolutely. So what's going to happen is the token is going to be offered on the platform to the content creators through a integration through broadcast software. So the way it will work is you will go on the Vodra platform, which is obviously in our control, and then you're going to be able to send a donation to a creator. So that doesn't require anything on the side of Twitch because all you're using is the broadcasting software, much like I'm using right now. So YouTube doesn't have a say over which software I use and which donations I receive through it. So that's kind of how Streamlabs works right now. There are existing alternative offerings for donations currently on Twitch, and those haven't been attacked either. So Tippy Stream is one of them. They offer slightly lower fees for users in Europe who are live streaming. So it can be done, and it's not really in their control. Why are websites flagging your token as a scam? If you're referring to Token Sniffer, that's because they only can measure Uniswap pools that are V2, and we are a V3 Uniswap pool. So it says that the token is non-sellable, which is obviously not the case, as you can find this on MXC and Uniswap, and soon to be another centralized exchange. Will the tokens be available to buy on the platform? So what we're looking for is actually to abstract away the crypto process a lot for people who aren't interested in that. So what we're going to have is a fiat on-ramp to the platform, or on the platform rather, where users can purchase the tokens directly with a credit card. So this will essentially make it just like a current Streamlabs donation is right now. You would go, you enter your credit card, and you're able to send a certain amount of money donation. In the back end, that would be fulfilled with the Vodra token. So they would actually be purchasing the token, and then the tokens would be sent to the creator according to the price at the time. But for the users themselves, all they would know is a simple fiat transaction. So that's one of our stretch goals, but we're looking to have that shortly. We've also partnered with Rubik for cross-chain swaps. So basically any token, if you hold any token, you're going to be able to swap it on the Vodra platform for Vodra token at the lowest rate possible that they offer. With 9 different token contracts that are the same as yours. So the reason is because we are a ERC20 token. We don't have any extra functionality baked into the smart contract. So you'll find a lot of basic just donation tokens don't have much other functionality. That's much better for security, is keeping the smart contract simple. Since it's only used for transferring, we didn't have to put in any special programs in there. So that's why you'll see that it's similar to a lot of other projects, because a lot of cryptocurrencies are obviously just used for sending to other users. So that's the only functionality that we programmed into the token itself. Yeah, we certainly appreciate the feedback, and we are looking to do more with our pre-launch creators. Right now on our Medium, you can find an interview that we did with them, but we'll definitely be turning that into more televised content in the future, so that our users will be able to watch that as opposed to reading it. But if you are curious, we did interview a few of our pre-launch creators on the Medium, which hopefully someone could link in the chat. All right, well, if there's any more questions, I'm happy to address those. I know it's the middle of the day for a lot of you, so we can call it here, or we can keep addressing a bit more. I'll wait around a little bit for any stragglers that might come in. But I just want to thank everyone for joining us. I'm happy to answer any more questions that you may have, and we're looking forward to a great month coming up for the project. Is it kind of like Streamlabs? Yeah, so in a sense, we do offer those live donations, so that is very comparable to Streamlabs, and it will function quite similarly. But we also have all of the other aspects as well. So that includes the project funding and voting, and we also have the monthly subscriptions and rewards too. So those are all going to be on the same platform, and even outside of the cryptocurrency space, that's never been done before. So offering all of these creator compensation tools on the same platform is revolutionary in our view, and we wouldn't compare it too directly to the other platforms like Streamlabs, because they only offer the singular live stream donations. Why don't you pay some YouTube promotion? There are no videos about. There are some videos about us on YouTube. If you check that out, we don't do paid promotion because we're not trying to shill our project. We want to have authentic and organic growth of the platform and user base, because our goal is to have a very large and healthy user base that's using a product that benefits them. So instead, it wouldn't be productive to put resources to just advertising when we're trying to build a platform and deliver a quality product to our users. So that's where the focus is right now. We obviously have put some budget towards marketing, because you do need to have marketing, but that's being handled, and our marketing department does a really great job, and we've been able to see some great growth in the community so far. And we think that by working with our current partners and marketing with them, that's also going to be a good benefit. But no, we will never pay for YouTube promotions. Our platform is not going to be like Streamlabs or OBS, as those are broadcasting software. What we're going to do is integrate with the broadcasting software to offer our donation tool. So we are a compensation platform, but we will be integrating with broadcasting software like Streamlabs and OBS so that we can offer the donations on all the existing social media platforms like here on YouTube or on Twitch or on Facebook Live, etc. So Twitch might change its policy to see that Vodra impacts its revenue. So yeah, if you're commenting on how Twitch bits might be hurt by this, we hope that's the case because that's what we're targeting is these exorbitant fees. They're charging 45% for a donation, which is not feasible. So they're going to have to look into changing their donation model. But I think that the main problem is that the existing social media platforms are more focused towards advertisers, and they're very reliant on advertisers, and that's what their business is surrounding. They collect data and they sell it to advertisers, so they aren't actually in a good position to be offering direct audience to creator donations like we are. So I think that's a gap in the market that we're filling right now, and that's why the project has seen a really great appetite from creators so far, because for those who don't want to promote projects that they don't actually use or don't want to have to be beholden to advertisers, it just makes more sense for audiences to directly compensate their favorite creators, and that's what we're trying to facilitate. Competitive differences. Yeah, so as I was just saying, I think our main competitive difference is that we offer direct audience to creator tools, and we offer all these different tools on the same platform. So that's never been done as well. And we also offer it through the trust of blockchain and cryptocurrency, which is unique, and we think that's important. So there's a lot of chargeback scams and things like that currently plague creators. So right now, a streamer could be sent $10,000, and they think that's great. It goes into their wallet. And then after that point, it can be charged back through PayPal or things of that nature. So, the benefits that blockchain provide without having that, we think that's great for creators, and that's a unique advantage for donating through cryptocurrency. We believe that's the future. It also enables us to have lower fees as we don't have to go through so many payment providers and credit card companies and things like that. So that's a great competitive advantage we have as well, and that we don't cater to advertisers as well is a big one, I would say, as well. Can we get airdrops for being loyal? Absolutely. So we're planning a lot of. We already finished up quite a few airdrops. We did one with, and giveaways. We did one with MEXC. We did one with Starter, and then we did a very large coin market cap airdrop recently. But going forward, we're going to be looking to do more token holder related rewards. So anyone holding a certain amount of tokens is going to be receiving some rewards in the future, and we're working those out right now, and obviously have to plan out the promotions. But yeah, it's going to be directed towards token holders. If we do want to have some community outreach initiatives, we might do some for non-token holders, but I can't say that that's on the roadmap right now. So the plan after the platform launches, so after the first iteration of the platform goes out this quarter, we're going to be onboarding all of our great pre-launch creators, and they're going to begin using the platform and providing their feedback and actually being compensated, which is very exciting for us. At that point, we're obviously going to continue with the roadmap features that we have planned out for the project crowdfunding and also the monthly subscriptions and rewards that we have planned out. So those are going to continue to be developed, and then at the same time, we're going to be looking to onboard greater partners, participating, for example, with esports organizations and tournaments and things of that nature. So we're looking into a bunch of different opportunities there, especially in the esports tournament space, where users can receive participation to events for holding or donating VDR to their favorite creator. So let's say you're watching your favorite streamer on Twitch, and they're a popular esports player, and they're going to be in a big tournament or something. We're going to have it so that there's opportunities for these kinds of participatory events and things like that, and that can be achieved through partnerships with the esports organizations and the talent agencies themselves who we're already in contact with. Have you already collaborated with them yet to make the deal? We have a lot of pre-launch creators already, and those include talent agencies. You can find a list of the ones we've announced so far on our one-pager. That's at vodra.io/docs. But we're going to be waiting, obviously, to put out more announcements once we have more firm plans. We do want to kind of stagger the announcements to make sure that there's a nice, steady stream of news for the community. So right now, we don't have any more to announce at this stage, but we will be putting that out there more. I think it's safe to say that the next month or so is going to be very platform focused. So keep an eye out for that, and you'll see a lot of updates in terms of our platform partners, our pre-launch creators, and all of the initial functionality that we're going to be releasing. Other plans than creator compensation. So right now we are just looking to become the center of the creator economy. So we want to be a hub for creators to receive their compensation and for audiences to receive exclusive content and things of that nature. So what we want is there to just be a great meeting place for creators and audiences that isn't being gouged by the big social media companies as it currently is. So there's not really a great place or a marketplace, I guess, for audiences and creators to transact what they both have to offer. And that's what we're looking to do. So I think that it's a very exciting place to be in when we deal with creator compensation. So we're looking to just perfect that. And then obviously in the future, there's always opportunities to branch into new things, but that's really our bread and butter, and that's what we want to be focusing on. And we think it's really exciting, and there's going to be a huge demand for it going forward. It's the natural next step for online entertainment from our perspective. A donation system for bloggers, absolutely. So if you're talking about a specific blogging website or platform, that's going to be a huge thing that we're working on, are just various integrations. So ultimately, we're hoping that you go on your favorite blog, you scroll to the bottom, and then there's a Vodra donation button at the bottom. So that's what we're looking to have. Obviously, that involves working with a large number of partners. We're going to have to end up working out deals for certain integrations. The things that we can attack right now are the live stream integrations. Those are open source, so we don't have to worry about that. Anything that's open source, our development team can directly start working with, but going forward, we still have to keep expanding those partnerships if we do want to have Vodra integrated on other websites. With those token rewards, could you look into getting holders on MXC compensation? Yeah, so that could include trading competitions on MEXC, so that's an option. And I do understand the issue with Ethereum's fees. We're going to try and have it so it's going to be like the CMC airdrop we did, where you'll enter your wallet. So perhaps you would be able to enter your exchange wallet. I'm not sure how that would work. We'd have to look into the details. But we certainly want to make sure that the rewards are befitting the community, and we don't want Ethereum's fees to harm our smaller token holders. So that's why we are in a rush to get the Polygon / Matic layer 2 out. Do you see Vodra platform in the future used by some of most crypto influencers, YouTubers? Yeah, so we actually are working with a few crypto influencers right now. They're a very natural partner in the sense that they do cover cryptocurrency and all the pressing issues that the blockchain space is facing right now. But it is safe to say that a lot of crypto influencers, they make their compensation by promoting tokens or through sponsorships, things of that nature. And that's not really something that we're involved in. We're involved in authentic compensation for creators who offer content to an audience that wants to support them directly. So we have found that a lot of crypto influencers maybe don't fit the exact profile of creators that we're looking to work with, because they make more money through other means and promotions. They're more advertiser based, but we certainly have a few who are looking to make an authentic stance on our platform by soliciting donations directly from their audience. And any of those who come forward, we're happy to work with them. But at this time, I would say they probably represent about 5% of our current pre-launch creators. A lot more from the mainstream. I mean, some of the most famous ones. Yeah, certainly. So we do have a few notable partners on YouTube as well, which will be announced in time. But as I said, a lot more are from the non-crypto space. So more esports, Twitch streamers, musicians, things of that nature. Okay, well, I'll just wait for a few more questions, but we're probably going to call it in the next 5 minutes. So I'll just give some time for anyone who's still thinking of a question or hasn't quite joined yet to have their time. But I think at 1:40 EST, we're going to call it. And yeah, so I'll just wait for a few more questions. So if you're not focused on advertising to the masses, your primary focus on advertising to streamers, which then funnels through the viewers. Exactly. So I would say that our main actually advantage when it comes to marketing is that we have so many creator partners. So these creators are already used to engaging with like a wide fan base. So we have over 120 million in combined audience across them. And once we start onboarding them onto the platform, there's going to be a lot of notoriety for us, of course. So that is going to be a big focus, but we are certainly interested in advertising to the masses. So we did a CoinMarketCap airdrop, which gained us over 2 million watch lists on CMC. So we do have various marketing initiatives, but we aren't just doing plain advertising. We are trying to have a bit more authentic growth, but it's a bit hard to comment on the marketing before it happens because these things take time. So when it comes to PR, for example, it does take time to get media connections and to get articles out and things like that, which we are working on. But we tend not to announce these things until they come out, just because that's how the media operates. They want to talk about us. They want to break a story and be the first to talk about it. Where is your partner or team? We would like to see team effort in these live videos just to fill into the community. Well, we currently have 16 team members that you can see on our website, and all of them are very busy and hard at work. It's the middle of the day on a Friday, so I don't think it would be the best use of resources to drag them all in here, but we did want to create a bit of time for the community to address your questions. I am the co-founder and co-CEO, so I'm very qualified to answer any of the questions that you may have. So if you have a question that's related to the engineering side, I'm very well versed in that as well. So please don't hesitate. Are there any content creators in particular that you would love to see join the Vodra platform? Yeah, so creators that we would love to see are those who have already been disenfranchised by the big platforms. So a lot of people who have been deplatformed or do not have the ability to receive compensation anymore because they cover topics that might not be super friendly to advertisers, or there's just certain content creators who just find it a little unsettling to promote a product that they themselves don't actually use. So we want a lot of people who are struggling with those things to join us, but also just any creator in general, because paying 50% fees to a platform is exorbitant in any industry. I think it's rather crazy, and it only flies with online entertainment. So we want to get those fees down for the creators. So anyone who wants to actually make a stable compensation or have a stable living as a content creator, we hope they join us on the Vodra platform. What coin exchange is your next goal? So we're talking to quite a few exchanges, but of course we won't drop any names until those are announced. I can say that we are very close to announcing our next exchange listing, so just hold on until then. Could you see Ninja promoting donations through VDR? Absolutely. Any of the big streamers, they still are having their fees taken at a 45% rate. So I think it's in the interest of streamers, both large and small, to join onto the platform. And we offer a very big value proposition to them. You know, a big streamer who has a lot of followers, they're going to receive more VDR when they join the platform through the audience redemption. So that's the reason we set it up that way, is actually to incentivize large creators to join early, which will help us instate mass adoption. Will this include Facebook streaming and the metaverse? So we are going to be able to be used on Facebook Live, since we do have the live stream software integration. Speaking on the metaverse, I think Facebook or Meta hasn't even worked out those details yet. So we'll wait and see what happens in the metaverse scheme of things. But we definitely are going to have these monthly rewards, and a lot of these will include NFTs, and they might venture into the metaverse realm, where audiences are being rewarded with certain 3D VR type rewards. So those are all going to be possible on the Vodra platform, but can we comment on that right now? I think it might be a little too early. Is the layer 2 solution like Polygon the only way you guys will be sticking to the fees in gas and Vodra? Well, there is obviously the option for us to create our own chain. Might be a bit premature for that, but there are a lot of ways that we're looking into removing those through fiat on-ramps and things like that. More details will be shared once we have a firm grasp on that. But we think that Polygon Matic is a great way right now because each transaction is a fraction of a cent, so it's really cheap to send donations through Polygon Matic. So it's virtually nothing. You would have to send 5 transactions, I believe, for 1 cent of fees to be levied. So it's quite attractive at the moment, and then that gives us more time to work on it. Do not say that one day you'll do it. Give dates, always if, we will. No, so we're not going to give direct dates on a live stream at the beck and call of the community. We do appreciate that you guys want dates, but it's very onerous for us. When we announce a date, that is the date we're going to be sticking to for planning. So I can't announce the date that we're going to announce the date, because what happens next? He wants to announce the date that we're going to announce the date to announce the date. It just it becomes really onerous for the team, and we need to be focusing our resources on things that are productive. So we do want to talk about our vision and our long-term goals, but providing dates at very specific times, it just doesn't make sense. So we do announce information as soon as we have it, but that doesn't mean we're not going to talk about it before, because we do want to give you guys a general sense of how we're feeling and what we're looking to do with the project. So VR will flow via viewers to streamers. Any idea from them selling them again? So we're not exactly just from viewers to streamers. They're also going to be redistributed from the streamers to the audiences, and there's going to be different values brought in. So for example, when we start having the monthly rewards, that's going to it's going to put us in a position to be a value capture in the in that kind of ecosystem. So the way it'll work, there will be benefits for token holders. So people will want to hold the token long term. That could be through fee redistribution. That could be through a bridge that burns. We don't really want to go the burning route. We're looking more towards the redistribution route, but that is something that is deflationary for the token in a sense, as all that value capture is being held in the same limited amount of tokens. Once we have all of these creator rewards and things being transacted through the token, that's the main value that we're trying to attract with the VDR token. Okay, well, I think we're just at the end now. It's 1:41 EST. Unless there's 1 or 2 more questions, I'll take, and then I think we're going to head off. I want to thank everyone so much for joining us and asking all of these questions. I hope the answers were sufficient, and we're always available in the Telegram. We're on our various social media platforms to help you guys if you have any questions about the project. And you can look forward to an exciting week to come in terms of announcements. We have a lot of things that we've been working on. Now that we have the launch behind us and aren't so focused on the launch related things, we're really able to start diving deep into the platform related aspects of the project, which we're really excited to show you guys about. All right, thank you guys so much. Take care, and it was a pleasure. And we'll try and have more community AMAs like this in the future. So as more questions arise with the platform, we'll be able to address those. Last question I'll take is from Highness. So yes, I've seen the top streamers on Twitch literally make millions. How will the token create more tokens for the compensation in years to come for makers? So the way it works is that we offer lower fees for the creators. So if these creators are making millions in certain cases, they're also having millions taken from them from the platform. What we're looking to do is just to create a lower fee environment for the creators of any size. So if you're making $100 a day or 10,000, you're still losing half when you use those platforms. So that's our main value proposition to streamers of all sizes or creators of all sizes, and that's what we're hoping to attract them with. How will you have something set up like the way Streamlabs has merch set up? Absolutely. So our main goal is to have Vodra or the VDR token be the main currency for all creator-related transactions that take place. So that is really a part of our goal of being at the hub of the creator economy. So if it's about merch, if it's about things in the metaverse like you asked, or if it's things like NFTs or like individual experiences, participation in certain events, we want all of those things to be purchased with the Vodra token and through the Vodra platform. So we really hope to see all of the creative ways that the users make use of the platform And that's one of the stretch goals in the future. Right now we're working on the live streams because that's the easiest thing for us to attack right now, and then working through our roadmap goals. But we certainly hope that all these things will be available through partnerships and through the creator zone creativity. Staking will only be available on the platform, so how will I be able to be part of it if my VDR is on MEXC? So you will have to remove your VDR and put it into the staking pool. So it's a LP staking pool. We have more information on what that means in our tokenomics, but we'll also put out a Medium article on it. But essentially, you'll be creating liquidity for users by offering Ethereum and VDR into the existing Uniswap pool, which will earn you fees and also different benefits. So right now, users who create the pool receive the fees. You guys will be able to participate that, which will be an advantage to holding the token as we work on more utility and rewards for holders. All right, so I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys all for joining us. It was a pleasure. Hope to hear more from you in the Telegram and going forward. And yeah, if you guys have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask it there. And I or another member of the team will do our best to address that. All right, thank you so much, everyone. Take care.